Well, here we are, day 15. We're still at the point where we don't have this capped off. I do have the comments from the days 13 and 14 opened up. I've gone ahead, I've read everything. I've tried to consume as much of your guys' knowledge as I can. I'm going to just let you know, there's a lot here between the 2 days. Normally I have a day, and then I can read over it, go everything, and then, you know, do the next video. But on this one, I've got 2 days and a lot of stuff to go over. We still have to cap this. We've got our suit thing, docking Atmo suit station covered. Apparently I do have to worry about them not taking the suit off and suffocating and dying. That's something I'm gonna have to address. Yeah, there's a lot to cover here. I've looked at this, and it was Sergeant Goodenough, I believe he said, that they will find ways around. So I've gone ahead and set it so this door is only going this way. This should be the only outlet. They can't jump that, obviously, and they can't go over there. So that should be the only spot where they could sneak out. So they should still have to get to that spot. Now, I don't know if I have to build, because this one has an arrow that way. I don't know if I need to build another Atmo docking station here and rotate it so that it's pointing the other way. I'm guessing I might, so that's something we might have to deal with. So there's a lot to be done. I still need more copper ore, so I'm gonna need 6 of these, which Terracom helped me with the math, because math is hard when I'm not paying attention. So it's 50, I need 300, so math. 56, 50 times 6 is 300, so there we go. Okay, getting this capped off. I don't know if Jean is going to pay attention to what I want her to do, but we're going to see. So that's 2 minutes of actually not... Oh, she took the suit off. Okay, well, okay. That solves that. All right, okay, let's get this built. Now, at some point, if this is going, I want to get it done. Now, he did, or Terracom also told me that to make sure to get this capped off as soon as possible. He says 1 layer should do it. I don't know if that's 1 layer, like on, well, he said 1 layer for this, but I don't know if I need to do all around it. Although this does insulate really well. So I'm going to go with just capping off over here. And I don't need that. Okay. I hope that's what you meant. I hope. So we're gonna see. All right, put those all up to 9s. We're gonna see who, you're putting on the Atmo suit and you're doing the exact opposite of what I want you to do, which is to, that charges pretty fast. Can you guys come over here and build the stuff that I want you to build? I also need to finish building out this floor. I don't remember exactly why I took that out right there. I think it was a mistake. You're still not doing what I want you to do. Are you going? Well, at least I don't have to worry about them drowning. They're just doing... Could jump on the ladder, but whatever. The most roundabout route I've ever seen. Build my little friend. Copper delivered. Okay. How many suits did I tell you to build? I guess we're building another one. That's fine. 2 are better than none. And by the way that this looks, I am gonna need a whole nother station, so that means I'm also gonna need more copper. So get to coppering. Do 8. I've got enough copper everywhere. Okay, and then temperature-wise, it'll take a couple cycles, they say, for this to equalize, but it'll start to work. Only thing I'm not sure about is I had a crazy idea. I think once this gets up to a certain pressure level, I don't know. Obviously it's not going to explode, but I don't know if these tiles get damaged if it gets too much pressure in there and I'll have to repair it. Maybe. Again, another thing to worry about on another day. And when I was replying to the comments, there was something I was thinking of, and I don't remember what it was now. Okay, so this will all equalize after a little bit. Game's struggling a little bit. But I think after we get this done, then we also need to look at our oxygen. As far as pressure levels, everything seems to be okay, right? Meow. And we need to continue to think about more oxygen. We'll have to get a couple electrolyzers, which are going to use, they use water and power, and they make hydrogen and oxygen. Then I need to think about how I'm going to use that hydrogen with the oxygen. Hydrogen's obviously going to flow up to the top. It's going to sit up here. And I'm going to have to think about how to make a hydrogen power and all that stuff. Hey, look what became active. So it's gonna, active period is 102 cycles every 145 cycles. So it's gonna be active, yeah. Luckily, we started on this and yeah. I'm almost not sure if I want to make a drain line, but it's too late now. Hopefully, this will all just settle down. What are we doing temperature-wise here? Okay, 157. I feel like, hopefully that's just an animation and that's not actually the heat coming out. I feel like that's the heat coming out. I'm pretty sure that's the heat coming out. I think I built this too close to it. This one doesn't seem to be as violent as this one is. Okay. Oh. Alright. Trying to think. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything, I guess, to put 2 layers at the top. I don't think it should hurt anything. I think the animation, like, is extending past. I think the problem is I built too close, and that's the problem. We're gonna see what this does. We'll see if that changes the surrounding, because I can see that it's still getting hot up here, I think. I think either, okay, it's one of two things. I'm either just reading the animation, and it's not actually getting hot, although up here it's... Yeah, I'm still getting heat through here. I'm just gonna do it. It's just a resource. It's not like it's gonna hurt anything. If it were a time constraint thing, sure. We would have to worry about that. But this little bit of tile that we have here is obviously helping with the heat there. I think this is already doing a little bit better, but we'll see. Okay. And then they built a suit. I just don't have what I need to be able to do the suit, which I need this and this combined. And I don't know if I really care entirely. It's just extra resources. What are you two doing? Oh. Wait. Ah, people are annoying me with your needs. Why wouldn't you... Oh. They can't... They can't even get through there anyways. I don't even know why I blocked that off. There's nowhere to jump the boat. So I closed that off for no reason. Okay. Alright, we'll get that one and then that'll be done. I don't see any more condensation or the air condensing, so usually after the eruption I see it's already dropping pretty fast. We'll see how it goes on this next eruption cycle. He'll probably end up building it anyways. I'm pretty sure all I was reading was the residual, whatever you want to call it, animation effect. I'm hoping that's what it was. I don't know. Okay, we've got a lot to do. I need to... Well, while they're using the Atmos suit, I actually need that to maintain itself. Once this is done and that's done, then I might... Although, the other thing is that apparently I have to worry about overpressurization from the Atmos suit docking station if I deconstruct it. And then, yeah. My plan is to just disable the building, but we'll see how that goes. I see a bunch of red. No. Hold on. Storage unavailable, warm sweater, databank. Am I out of my full on storage? I have a lot of duplicates sitting around not doing anything. I think it's time for us to get rid of these. If we need them, we can always build them back later. I hope. I hope that we can, build them fast enough. But for the moment, everything with the toilet seems to be okay. Okay. How are we doing temperature-wise inside the base? Okay. Our air conditioner is working. That's pretty cool. Alright, like, literally, it's pretty cool. Get it? Don't laugh at my jokes. Temperature-wise, everything over here seems to be okay. Getting all that cool air pumped down. I probably should have centralized this a little bit more, but it's okay. I've only got 3 vents actually doing anything, so as long as we have a cold spot forming in the base, then it's okay. Yeah, I think I was just reading the animation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, it was just the animation. It's not actually coming through. Okay, cool. And then why haven't you built that? Is it because you can't get there? Deconstruct, priority 9. Deconstruct that, build that. I don't know if they can actually get... Well, they built that one, so they had to build this other. I have no power for my diffusers. I snipped a wire somewhere, I guess. Or I cut the wire when I was doing whatever it was I was doing here, so. Let's see, go back here, gases. Oxygen, okay. That's all good. That's all good. We have some polluted oxygen. Well, we have natural gas sitting there. We have chlorine. We have this like weird layer of chlorine that's sitting right on top of the carbon dioxide with the natural gas coming in to fill. And then we've got, no, it's still more carbon dioxide. It's just sitting in a weird spot. Chlorine, carbon dioxide, it's just kind of purple right there. At first I thought it might have been hydrogen, but that's not what hydrogen actually. Yeah, see how it's kind of purplish? I thought that was it, but I guess that's just a mixture of the two. But it is crazy how you can just see the delineation between the two. Well, you have carbon dioxide, chlorine, and then oxygen and chlorine mixed with a little bit of natural gas floating around somewhere. It mixes in. Okay, they got that built. This is doing good. It's going to take a few cycles for that to cool off. So once he takes the suit off, I'm going to go ahead and disable this build. Charge it back up, and then we're going to disable building. And no, disable building. Okay, so hopefully they won't have to jump to the suit anymore. I can... This, I'm guessing, I'm hoping that it's not using power when it's not in use. This one should be the same way. All of this, I'll do a harvest, and then I'm gonna stop the crops, because I only need the crops to build clothing. And I don't really want to, I'm using up a lot of water here with these, and I don't want to just keep pumping in. Why are these having a hard time? That's growing. Got that snipped. That's sending the polluted water. Really? I just realized that the liquid filter itself is a very makeshift sieve. Now, obviously the problem is that there's still food poisoning in that, and if I had a whole clean reservoir station, I actually don't know if this actually makes the water not polluted or not have food poisoning. I don't know about that. And then, why are these not getting water? It's just because I don't have enough water going. I'm running out of water. That's a lot of the problem. I'm gonna have to start pumping water from there up to there. Okay. I can... Let's see. We've got so many different problems right now. I can snip the power wire over here. Power wire. Let's just snip that. I don't need that running anymore. I'm not supplying stuff for the Atmos suit, and I don't think I really need to worry about... Yeah, there's not a large amount of chlorine to deal with here. The CO2 stuff, the CO2 scrubbers don't even need to run because I have this huge dump down here. All in all, I think things are good other than I have a bunch of chlorine trapped in here, which is, I guess, fine. Tile window, there's a computer here. I still haven't used that. Man, I'm so far behind on things. Okay. That one should have been harvested, so let's just go ahead and uproot that, and uproot that. Uproot. Actually, don't cancel uproot. I need to harvest that one. And then, honestly, I have enough as is. I don't need to keep this entire thing going. Oh, do I choose a duplicate? I've got 2 extra beds. I don't really need the extra duplicate right now. I've got enough help. Let's see. Care package. Gold amalgam. We'll take it. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it's something. It's got a lot of free time. I feel like we're getting a lot of struggle when it goes into the autosave. We don't have any research going. I should probably do the next research. Plastic manufacturing power. Where's power management power? I want to get to the steam power. Problem is I need to do this, the data analysis research point, and I've got probably quite a bit more to do before we can get to that actually being built. I need a science center. That's what I need. And copy settings. I don't know if that'll actually uproot everything. Nope. Uproot. 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 There's probably a way easier way to do this than the way I've done it. Probably 100 times over. Okay, well, they swarmed on that. I told you to uproot. Okay. And then waterways, waterwise. I'm just gonna, let's see. Let's go ahead and deconstruct that. I'll rebuild if I need it later. Yeah, I'm just going to build that out. Okay, so I've got that pipe junction shut off. I need to deconstruct all of this. Deconstruct. wanted to just deconstruct the pipe. Oh, cool. It actually does. I was worried it was going to deconstruct all the other stuff in between. I just don't want all that pipe sitting there. My OCD says that it needs to go. I don't think they'll actually get to that one. But... Okay, so all that can stay there. Strip that. I know, extra effort, but they need something to do. Alright, temperature-wise, nice! We've saved the colony. We're not going to die from heat. Whoa! Oh, okay. It's like the pressure's in here. Man, that filled up with water fast. I feel like that one filled up with water way faster than this one did. I wonder... I'm trying to think. And that's kind of hard. Okay. Temperature-wise in the compound. Looks like we're doing good. Feels like we're getting things cooled off. That's not on. Oh. Okay. Not sure why that... Why did the regular fall there? Yeah, I know it's cold. That's why we don't go up there. And then insignificant resource. We need algae. Thought I had idle food poisoning. Yeah, everyone's got food poisoning. It's in the water. Thought I had tons of algae. Come on. Get over here. Mine all this out. I think my biggest problem that I'm going to run into here is resource management. There's plenty of algae in the slime biomes, but I'm burning through so many different things that it's not... I feel like it's not going to turn out well for us. That one, I almost feel like I'm going to need an Atmo suit for here soon because it's too cold. Alright, this can get deconstructed. I don't need an ice maker anymore. I'll leave that. I got hydrogen here. So what if I use this as a natural hydrogen capsule thing? I'll build the oxygen diffusers or electrolyzers in here, and then I'll pump the oxygen over to here. It doesn't matter where I pump it. I guess I could... Such a mess. Just trying to think. I'm trying to think long term, but that's dangerous. That's not connected to power. That got disconnected somehow. I'm actually not going to worry about that. I think we're okay as far as that. That's okay. That's okay. Let's go ahead and deconstruct all. I don't need this platform here anymore. Just give them something to do. And then I've got that. What do I do with this computer? Inspect? The computer looks pristine on the outside, but has corrupted internally still. I managed to find some uncorrupted files and have it added to my database. View entry. Okay. I'll chat today, pass along something you might like to read. I think you'll find it super useful in your research. Energy can neither be created or destroyed, only change forms. Okay. Entropy is an isolated system that is not in equilibrium. It tends to increase over time, approaching the maximum value at... Okay. They're just the laws of thermodynamics. Okay. All right. Okay. That's interesting. Inspect. Maritime students. I'll let you guys read this if you want. I'll keep it up here for a second. Okay, so Olivia threw a party and nobody showed up. I think that was the gist of it. Okay, is there anything in the box? Be kind. Yeah, that's very fragile. Okay. So, what? Wait. What did it... Select an object to display here. Select. Oh... Okay, there was something there. Okay, it was a pedestal. I don't care, I'm not actually using it. And then security door. That thing grosses me out. Alright, water. I feel like I need to pump water from here to there. I have enough clean water. I don't need the polluted water anymore. So technically, I think that's all okay. Don't really need those to do what they were doing anymore. I have my polluted junk stuff sitting down there. How are we doing on temperature? 120. All right, we are dropping temperatures. Cool. It was just, it had to have been just the animation that I was catching. Or something. Alright. What? Maybe not. That's good, that's good. Oh, it's because the liquid vent overpressure. Okay, that's fine. That's actually perfect. It's a self-solving problem. When we need water, more will become available. This will continue to pump the way it's supposed to. This probably... I mean, the wire needs repaired, but it's just because they can't get to it. Yeah, now they can get to it to repair it. All that water needs to get mopped up. Nobody really walks through there, but it just gives them something to do. Bathrooms are all okay. I can get rid of this station. I don't need it. They're going back and forth past where they're supposed to. If they go into the bathroom, then they already washed their hands. If they're down here, at this point, there's food poisoning. Alright, we mined out this area. I'm kind of at this, like, midpoint state. Hold up. We finished our research already? Okay. Hold up. So then can I... Stations. Where's the grooming station? Materials study. Missing. Refined metal. I need 400 kilograms. How much refined metal do I have? Nope, that's not what I want. Close that. See all. There we go. And then tell me down here. Edible. Liquid. Metal ore. Gold amalgam. Refined metal. I have 0? Is that right? Total reserved. Okay. So 100, 200, 300, 400. Crush away, my friends, crush away. Okay, well, I think we're gonna need a... I don't know what I'm gonna research now. Oh yeah, we had to go for power. Colony management, development, power. Steam. Where's this? Okay, we'll go ahead and get to researching on that, and then we'll have the other parts available later. Oxygen-wise, it's 100 and... So there's a... It looks like we have good pressure going everywhere. I can actually get rid of this. I don't need this anymore. And get rid of that. That whole thing is just an extra step that doesn't need to be done. This, if it pumps anything, should be falling down in here. This is a mess. This whole area is like a last minute. Dude, what the hell is going on? And I still need to deal with this. I need to figure out what we're building next. I don't need to worry about medicine stations. Skill scrubber, crafting station. Materials study. No, I can't build that there. I can build it there, but I don't want to build it there. I kind of want to rebuild our science station. Is there a... Let me see if there's a room or research station. I don't remember. Power plant. Greenhouse. Laboratory. 2 science buildings. Couldn't there be 3? Light source. No industrial machinery. Okay. I have a light source. I might have to move the power station. Got all this built. What is... All this is... I have 2 hamster wheels already, so I could actually get rid of... Does the oxygen diffuser count as industrial? Status, none. So where does it say industrial? I know Terracom mentioned that somewhere. They're not growing. Read that job. Good job with the snipping. Liquid bridge to find direction of flow. Oh, and apparently duplicants can only die from suffocation and something else. What was it? Suffocation and... Where was that? Trying to remember where Terracom was talking about what they can die from. They're not growing because you hit... I'll find that later. I'm just gonna get rid of them. We'll deal with that later. In fact, I probably... That'll need to move. So many things about to get just dunked on right here. I have the light source, which is what I wanted to keep. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go... Oh. 1 second too soon. Dang it, I gotta deconstruct all that too. We'll deconstruct that. Build that, get all this, because I already have the power, so why not, right? Station. Station. Here's research station. Okay. And then we've got a light source. Build our wall. I don't know if the light source has to be like centralized or what. Oh, I also need the vent back. I guess I kind of don't. Although those things probably use a ton of. And where are you going to want a power cable? Right there. And then rooms? Yes! Score. Nailed it. Cool. Alright. Wait, awaiting Rad bolts? Wait, what's a rad bolt? Open radiation overlay. Left shift F4. Okay. What is a rad bolt? Hold on. Rad bolt chamber generator. Wait, what? Oh man, it uses some sort of quantum radiation bolt generator. I don't even know what. Oy vey. Where do I even have that research done? Manual rad bolt generator. Okay, so I have it done. So I can build a manual rad bolt generator. This is a rad bolt generator. Attracts nearby radiation to it. Okay. Refines radioactive ore to generate rad bolts. Emits generated rad bolts in the direction of your choosing. I don't even begin to understand what that means. Stations. No, stations. Nope. Radiation. Radiation lamp. Wait. I'm so confused. So if it emits it in the direction I want. Manual, okay. Alright, I need enriched uranium. I'm guessing I need the docking suit back. No. Atmos suit, copper, iron, repair, cobalt, iron. Trying to see where they have radiation levels, or if that's something I even need to worry about. Let's see. Insulation plus 50, scalding. I don't know which one will be good. I have no idea. Okay, well, you do the thing research for this, and then radiation reflector receives and redirects rad bolts. I'm so confused about that. I'm just gonna have to build something, figure it out. Okay, radiation-wise. Do I just get up here and dig the crap out of this? Is that how that works? If I do, I probably want to come in through here. Although if I'm going to build something that... What do you want? Care package. Nutrient bar. Food. I'll take it. Still trying to figure out this rad bolt thing. It's probably super simple and I'm just overcomplicating it. Because it says emits radiation when powered that can be collected by emits radiation when powered that can be collected by rad bolt generator. So this generates rad bolts, and then this consumes rad bolts. Don't care about that. You know what? Let's just try it. If I need to, I'll take it down. I'll figure it out. What else came in that research package here? I think that's honestly what my plan is to just build it and then figure it out. Yes, I know, you need power. Okay, no power, so I'll... So, hold on. So, if I have this Radbolt generator, and I tell it to direct the radiation that way, won't that then cause a line of radiation going this way? Is that how that works? Tracks nearby radiation to generate... Oh, I would have read it better. Okay. Tracks nearby radiation. So if I set it here, do I have to really work at alignment that hard? Okay, let's just go. We're already deconstructing it. We just built our new toy and we're deconstructing it. Fine. Let's do this then. Let's dig this out. Get over here, build this. A couple little radiation things are not gonna kill you. If it kills you at this point, I think I've understood why everyone doesn't worry about the duplicates. Okay, stay there for a second. I don't know how much radiation this thing needs. I'm guessing the closer, the better, but we're just gonna build this and see what happens. And yes, I know it needs power. I've already forgotten. How much power? I didn't look at how much power it consumes. Power consumed 480 watts. That is a ton of power. What's the load on this line? 1145. That's like almost too much load. And with that, yeah, I didn't even look at that. Gosh dang. I'm gonna have to cut the research station off. It doesn't need to be on this line. The research station's gonna have to have its own dedicated power. Pretty much everything over here is gonna get dumped. Cool. Because I need a power station. Well, actually, what's the power on this one? 9. Okay. That's still not great. We're at like barely there. Fine. Snip all that. There. And then, yeah. I'm just gonna deconstruct everything. Right there. Just get rid of it all. Why did you do? Oh, because that's only doing the power. Duh. Yeah, deconstruct all that. We're gonna rebuild. I know I can just build the tile, but... Can I build the tile there, please? I would like that. Thank you. Power. We have spent a lot of time paused here. It's not great, but... Dang it. Stations. Grooming. Research station. Uses 60 watts. 120. Plus another 480. 120 and then 480. So if I do all of this off of one battery, we'll be fine. And then you guys stop walking through the pee, dirty water, whatever it is. Yes, let it fall. I don't care. Okay. This needs to point that way before I forget. Somehow, I feel like I should have built this up here. If we need to deconstruct this, I guess we will. Figure it out. Radiation-wise, that's okay. Power. Let's do a... battery. Where's my jumbo battery? Wire. And then... this actually, we're just gonna go up this way. Connect that. Here, jump this. Jump this. Nope, I should have held shift. I should have definitely held shift. There's probably a way easier way to have done that, but whatever. Why are you sleeping on the floor? Insignificant oxygen generation. I've got lots of oxygen generation going. Oh, shit. Well, dang it. Oh, man. You know, I looked at it for 2 seconds and it was completely full and blue, and then I take 2 seconds and it's completely gone. These duplicates are consuming so much. I thought I had like at least 20 more cycles. Oh, man. I need to figure that out now, too. All right, well, day 15 is at a close. We're figuring out the whole radiation thing for advanced research, which is going to be a whole thing itself. And then now we're gonna have to worry about oxygen because it's still not included in our base. So there's that. Luckily, we do have the upper area here that is at least doing something, but it's not enough. I may have to look at putting another coal generator, which is gonna use up more power. And then putting, I think Terracom said 1 oxygen diffuser will support 8 duplicates, if that was right. I'm trying to remember where that was. Your 12 tumbleweeds, no. 8 longer, no. Copper, nope. I'm trying to find it. Oh yeah, you will need 3 electrolyzers to support the O2 of your duplicates demand. So I need 3 electrolyzers. Each electrolyzer can support 8 tubes. Okay. So I need to get into using it. So I may end up dropping all these, and then I'll switch over to the electrolyzers. The problem is the electrolyzers also use up clean water, so that means that then I'll have to filter clean water somewhere. And then we're gonna have to, I don't know if they have an output. Again, that's a problem for day 16. But for that, we're gonna call it a day, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.